right, girls. Well, we rehearsed.
To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, say, don't touch.
Girl, we sound mad good.
What's good, what's popping, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And thank you so much for tuning into yet another episode of Everything Lelona, where we talk about everything and anything. Cheer. Now, if you are new here, welcome, baby. I really hope that you'll enjoy this video that will make you hit the little subscribe button somewhere over here. And if you are a regular subscriber, a gang, say one, what's good, what's up, what it's here. I really hope that you are well and that you are taking care of yourself. Okay. So, new day, new story time, because the buhlungs don't pal, we pal. Ezibuhlungu zona azipheli kuphela thina ngwanesu, and ndaphanse ndahlohofala kutshiwo ne, ndaphanse ndabhuba, ndaphanse ndashona. But here I am, and I'm here to tell a story. This story is about how my boyfriend denied me. Like, he denied me the same way Judas denied Jesus. And it's so fitting that this is all coming back to me during the time of Easter, because this is the time when Judas denied Jesus, right? So this motherfucker is Judas and I'm Jesus. But like, when I say to Jesus, babe, I relate, because you and I, same WhatsApp group, they denied us. The people that we loved the most denied us. So I'm here to tell that story. So if you are interested and excited to hear more of the story time, please give this video a huge thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, share this video, invite more people to come and subscribe, and super thanks me if you can and if you want to, but I would urge you to do so because I love money. So yeah, do the most, man, do the most, and grab yourself something to drink. And yeah, without wasting anyone's time, let's get into the video. So this happened in the year 2021, and then it went over onto 2022. Ne? So I had just moved into my previous apartment, and I was so excited about my new place. I was like, yeah, I love the area, I love the building, I love my apartment because it was gorgeous. 10 over 10 minus nothing. Like, I loved that apartment. And I remember because we had just come out of lockdown, and at the time I had gained so much weight. So I was very excited to even go to the gym because they had a gym. So they had a sister building, which is a building that was managed by the same rental agency I was renting from. So they had another building on the same street which they were managing. So the gym was there. Yeah, but so I would have to like walk a block down to go to the gym. But I really enjoyed the fact that as a tenant at this apartment, I have access to a gym at this apartment. So like, but you get what I mean, eh? Sure. So what happened was, I started going to the gym and I was like a regular. You know, when you are a regular at the gym, you start knowing abantu and you start seeing familiar faces. And because all of you guys are always here at the same time during this, and you see each other literally on a daily basis, it's very easy to start talking to each other. Yeah, bro? So this is what happened. I am a regular at the gym, and I go to the gym literally Mondays to Fridays, and I go to the gym every single day at the same time every day. So I would see people that go the same, like at the same time that I go to the gym, and one of them, this one time, I'm working out. I just arrived at the gym. I've just set up and I'm walking on the treadmill. In walks this guy. Gorgeous specimen of a human being. Light-skinned. He's got a fade. Thick pink lips. Oh, Mhlela Mfana. When I tell you, that is one of the most gorgeous human beings I have ever laid eyes on. Now this one looks like a regular human being, but so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Literally from the first time I saw him, I was like, I love you so much. I am willing to lay down my life for you. You are the apple of my eye, and I don't even know your name. Yeah, like that's how I felt the first time I saw him. So every single day when I get to the gym, it's either I see him walking in and then I walk in, or I would walk in and then a few minutes later he would walk in. We were literally going to the gym at the same time. We would work out for the same or for like an equal, like we would be at the gym for like 2 hours, both of us for 2 hours, and then when he walks out, I'd walk out, or when I walk out, he'd walk out as well. So from the gym to the apartment, it was like a 3-minute walk. 5-minute walk. Nah? So this one day I am working out and he walks over to me and is like, hey, are you using these dumbbells? I'm like, no, I'm not. He takes them. He's like, thank you so much. Take the dumbbells, and then he goes back to where he was working out. Now we are on polar opposites of the gym. I'm on that side, he's on that side. So he takes the dumbbells, goes back to like his station where he was doing his exercises. He works out. He comes back with his dumbbells. He's like, yeah, thank you so much. I'm like, no, I wasn't using them. Yeah, why are you bringing them to me? So I think I said something in Xhosa and he picked up that I was Xhosa. He's like, wait, Xhosa. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm also Xhosa. So now we start bonding over the fact that we are both Amaxhosa. And you know, Moses Indanitina Amaxhosa, when we realize that Xhosa and Xhosa, it's an instant click, literally. You understand? It's an instant click. And we start talking. We literally stop even working out. We're now talking. He's like, where are you from? What's a bisho? Until you are fucking kidding me. My best friend was a bisho. We'll call it best friend. Uyamazi uSoso. I know uSoso. That's my best friend. Did you lie? uSoso and I went to the same church, so I know uSoso from back home. I haven't seen uSoso in a very long time. So we talk. Now he has my name. He asked for my name. I asked for his, and he said his name is Smanga. Let's say Smanga. Smanga, ne? Yeah. Ati, my name is Smanga. I don't know if I've ever mentioned Smanga before, but if I have, even this one is Smanga. Okay? So he's like, igama lakhe nguSmanga, ton, and I'm like, oh, pleasure to meet you, Smanga. So now when we were done, we're like, it's getting late, let's go home. We walk together and we go back to the apartment. So him and I live in the same building. And then he's like, no, listen, give me your number, because I've seen you literally every single day here, but I didn't realize Xhosa. So give me your number and let's become gym buddies. I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm up for that. I give him my number, he stores my number. We go back into the apartment. So we get into the elevator, and I lived on the 3rd floor. Did I live in the 3rd floor? Yeah. Ne? Or 4th? I think 4th floor. Did I live in the 4th floor? But whatever floor, okay, my floor was first and then his was next. Yeah, bon? So I get off and then I go to my apartment. I shower, and then right after I shower, as I'm busy preparing supper, I get a text. Hey, it's Smanga. This is my number. What are you doing? I'm like, hey, Smanga, great. I'll save your number. I just finished showering. Now I am preparing supper. It's like, what are you making? I'm like, no, I'm making A, B, and C. He's like, oh, yum, sabawil. I'm like, come through, come get. Yabo. I give him my unit number. I'm like, come through. Smanga is there literally in matter of minutes. Like, in minutes, he was at my door knocking. So I open the door. I'm like, come in. I'm getting like, oh, it smells so good here. I'm like, period, bitch. Because what about me? I'm gonna cook. Okay? So I'm like, no, would you like something to drink? I have wine. So I offer him a glass of wine. He sits down. He watches TV. So I am in the kitchen. So my place is an open place. Is an open area. Is an open. What is it called? Open area. Is it open? Whatever you call it, but that open plan. So if you are in the kitchen and someone is in the lounge, I could be standing by the kitchen and having a conversation with you while you are sitting at the lounge. Yeah, bom? So he's watching TV and we're talking and I'm busy in the kitchen. I dish up and we eat. So we're eating and we're watching TV and we're talking and we're drinking and cute and one thing about Usmanga did not give me vibes that he wants me or vibes that he's trying to flirt with me. Nothing like that whatsoever. He was just there being a friendly gent and I'm like, oh, this is cute. Yeah, bro? Sharp. Even though I was really attracted to him, I was like, I am not going to flirt with him. I am not going to try and see ukuba does he like what he sees? Yeah, but like what he sees. I'm like, to just be here, enjoy his company, and this is maybe you making a new friend. Sharp. So yani we spend the night or the evening just talking, watching TV, laughing, having wine, and I think around 11 he's like, yo, it is so late, let me go back home. Nyanke, he goes back to his place and we continue chatting. He's like, yo, you're such an amazing host. Thank you so much for the supper. It was nice. Good night. Sharp. We sleep. Following morning, I go to work. The day is like a usual day. When I get back home, he's like, hey, I just got home. What time are we going to the gym? So now we start doing that on a regular way. He would text me after work. He's like, what time are you getting home? What time are we going to the gym? And we would always liaise. So our conversations would literally start around 4-ish. Like, what's up? I'm about to leave the office. Where are you? What are you doing? And then as we were getting to know each other and getting comfortable with each other, he started sending about good morning, checking up on me during the day, what's up, what's going on, so I'm like, oh man, like I like this, though he's not flirting with me, but he's low-key protective of me. He's showing me that he cares about me. Because we were going to the gym Mondays to Fridays. On Saturdays, he would just wake up and call. He's like, listen, I'm gonna go to Woolies. Do you want anything? I'm like, oh, you can bring wine or you can bring this. Like he was someone who was very considerate. If he's at the shops, he would text me like, I'm at the shop. Do you want this? Or you would send something like, oh, would you like this? And now same vice versa. I'd be like, listen, what time are you coming over? I'm at the shops. Do you want anything in specifically or in particular or whatever? Like we were literally and genuinely showing each other that we care. Even though he's not flirting, let me say this, he wasn't flirting with me literally for the first 2 months of us knowing each other. Now, this one time, there's this girl who lived opposite me. This girl, her and I would smoke weed together. So she once smelled in the corridors, and then she came knocking. She's like, are you the one who's smoking weed? I'm like, yeah. She's like, can I be your friend? I'm like, yeah. So we started smoking together. So she would be at my place literally every single time. Now, this one time, Usmanga was at my place and then she was there as well. So conversations were popping. She's like telling him, oh, you're so cute. So she was flirting hard with him. And I remember he sent me a text saying, oh, she's making me uncomfortable. And laughingly though, but he wasn't like, oh my gosh, I am so uncomfortable. Can I leave? He was like, is she flirting with me? Because I think I can feel it. And then I laughed. I was like, yeah, I think she really likes you. And then he said, so I was like, okay. So again, umbuzo, which I never asked him. She asked, who do you live with? he said, I plead the fifth. So in my head, I'm like, what do you mean you plead the fifth? Because if you can't tell us who you live with, it's either you live with your partner or you live with family. But now you're into your family, like why wouldn't you say I live with family? But again, I'm thinking, I don't know why he didn't want to tell us, but it was very suspicious. I was like, this man has to be living with a partner. Yeah, because there's absolutely no way you will say I plead the fifth. If you live alone, you say I live alone. If you live with a friend, you say I live with a friend. And he's just saying I plead the fifth. And I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever. I am not going to question it. I am not going to raise it. I'm not going to answer it because he didn't want to answer it anyway. Sharp. So he leaves and Ugel and I are left together. And I'm like, that was suspicious, ne? Or was it just me? She's like, very suspicious because why wouldn't he say who he lives with? And I was like, mas. Now, I think that weekend, that weekend, Atikum, Usoso, remember Usoso is that best friend Yake who I know from back home that I went to church with. He's like, Usoso is going to be in town and I want us to all chill together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy meat. We are going to buy a rooftop and then we'll bring everything to your place. We'll chill, we'll drink, and we'll just chill, yabo. So obviously I'm gonna call Ugeli Lo ohlala opposite me to join us. So it's me, Ugeli, Musoso, and Usmang. We pray, we come back to my place, we chill, kube mandi wethu man, kube mandi ngala, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Usoso, I haven't seen you in years. Like I haven't seen Usoso in such a long time, and it was very, very, very nice to like catch up and talk with you. And I'm like, oh, so Usoso asks a very, very important question and did something very, very suspicious. That made me very suspicious. So how do you two know each other? He's asking me and Usmang. We're like, no, we met at the gym and we became friends at the gym. He's like, just friends? Now, if Usmanga is straight and Usoso knows this, also, Usoso is a guy that I had my suspicions about for the longest time. Like literally ever since all my life, I've known Usoso and I've had suspicions. But now, remember your DSTV. When now, remember your DSTV, LGBT community when. And for him to ask just friends, made me very suspicious of Usmanga. Ukuba, what is it that Usoso knows about Usmanga that I don't? That's going to make him think, Ukuba, Usmanga, him hanging out with me is suspicious. What is it that he knows? So I'm like, what do you mean? Yabo, Usmanga, hi, Soso, hi. Ulolona and I are just friends. So, and I'm like, yeah, we're just friends. I don't know what you are trying to insinuate or what you are getting at with this line of questioning, but I will let it slide. Now, after Usoso leaves, I ask Usmangaba, what was Soso trying to insinuate? He's like, hey, I don't know what he was asking that one. Yamazo Usoso get drama and don. Did he? Also, Usoso eating yake. What is his sexuality? I don't know. Usoso is bisexual. No. Did he? I knew it. So nan sihleke londo leyo. Ati, while we are on the topic, there's someone that really likes you. Dibuze ngubani lo mntu lo? Ati, no man, this is someone that I know. No. Titi, first, there's no one that you know that I don't know. Like, sorry, there's no one that you know that I know. Like, no one. We don't have mutuals. Kusoso yedwa umntu that we've discovered or realized that we have in common, or that we have as a mutual person of interest or whatever. But we don't know about the same people. So, who are you talking about? Did he send me a picture? Did this man not send his own picture? I'm like, What do you mean? Remember, him and I have known each other for like 2 months now, 2.5 months now, but him and I have been friendly the entire time. So when he sends his picture, I was so confused. I'm like, what are you in? What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? Because you've never said anything that alludes to the fact that you also love guys, let alone liking me. Let alone liking me. You've never even insinuated that now you member your LGBTQIA plus community. You've never. But I'm questioning, but I'm like, hey bro, what does this mean? Because I asked you to send me a picture of the guy that likes me, not a picture of you. He's like, well, that's the guy that likes you. I'm like, wait, what are you saying? Like, explain to me like I am a first grader. He's like, Lelona, I like you. I'm like, shut the fuck up, because I like you. And from literally first day of me seeing your face, I was like, I love him. I want to be with him. He's the most handsome guy I've ever seen. He's like, like I was like, you are fucking with me. You are playing with me. What game are you playing? Because don't do me like that. Like, no, I really like you. I remember I even had to come to you and borrow dumbbells, even though I didn't need dumbbells. There were so many dumbbells. I don't even use dumbbells that small. But I came to you because I was like, I want to talk to him. Yeah, bro. So I'm like, oh, that was your plan the entire time. So we like laugh about that. Now all of this is happening here. I'm at work, he's at work as well. So I'm like, no, I really like you too as well. And he's like, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. I'm like, so what do you want to see happen? How do you want us to proceed from this point henceforth? He's like, no, I want us to see where things go. I'd really love to take this to the next level. I don't want it to be just platonic. I want a romantic relationship with you. I'm like, listen, you and I have built a friendship with each other, and I don't want, if things don't work out between you and I don't want us to hate and resent each other. I don't want us to like, but I want us to go into this with an open mind and an open heart. If things don't work out, we can still remain friends. Yeah, but he's like, yeah. So, like I said, this is all happening here, and we are both at work. So we are still going to reconvene and meet later on when we go to the gym. So he comes, he's like, listen, I'm gonna come through. I will come through by your place and then pass by, and then we'll go to the gym. I'm like, okay, cool. So he comes, he knocks, I open the door. This guy has a bouquet of flowers and a small paper bag filled with like cute little goodies. I'm like, oh my gosh, you did this for me. He's like, yeah. Again, thank you so much for allowing for us to see where things go. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now, things between him and I didn't really change that much. Like I said, he showed me a lot that he cares about me, and we just became very affectionate, or more physical with each other. We were touching each other. We were sitting next to each other more, because before he would sit on this couch, I would sit on the other couch. Now we're sitting on each other, like with each other, and we would hold hands. We were kissing more. Not more, we were kissing now, because we weren't kissing before. So we were like kissing. So we were very affectionate and very touchy. And I was like, I love this, because physical touch and gifting are like my love languages. And he nailed it on the head. Like, he literally was buying me gifts. He, like, when he was around me, he was touching me. Even at the gym, this guy would like come to me as I'm working out. He's like, are you fine? Is everything? Because I said to him, listen, work out, because one thing about him, he was a scorer and I wasn't a scorer. And I wasn't doing the exercises that he was doing, because I know, since he's like, so he would be working out that side, I'd be on this side. He would kind of like, is everything fine? Like, he would touch my, and I'm like, this is what I live for. Yeah, but so we were clearly and visibly a couple. Whoever was looking from the outside would tell that this is a couple. This is a couple now, and he would like hold my hand, or he would have his hand around me as we walked back to the apartment. And I'm like, I really love this guy. And the first time he told me that he loves me, it was during the day on a Saturday. We were laying on the couch watching TV. We napped. He had his arms around me like this, and then when we woke up from the nap, I opened my eyes and Dashukuma, and then he opens his eyes. It's like, hey, I'm like, hey, and then we start kissing. He's like, I love you so much. I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that, because I'm gonna want to marry you right now. I'm gonna want to marry you right now. So basically, the L word is something that was thrown around a couple of times, and I was like, no, him and I are really dating. He met some of my friends, and then now, when I met his group of friends, he had a group of friends from work, which was a very diverse group. Né? There were guys, there were girls, there were straight, and there were homosexuals. There were whites, there were blacks in the group. So it was a very diverse group of people. Ethnicities, genders, ages, sexual orientations, and just a very diverse, and I'm guessing accepting group. Yeah, bo? Sharp. So when I was then introduced to them, because this was in December, they had a year-end function. He asked me to join him at the year-end function, and I went with him. Now, when he then introduces me to this group, he introduces me as baby. Like, guys, baby, and then this is everyone. And it was like, hi, nice to meet you, da 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 da. No one had like a reaction on some, what? What do you mean? Yeah, well, so to me, I'm like, oh, they like me, da da da. Even on the way home, I was saying that, oh my gosh, your friends love me, because one thing about me, I will make sure that I make a good impression with everyone. So I said something like, oh my gosh, they love me, da 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 da. And yeah, after that, he would say stuff like, oh, they were asking about you, da, 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 they want to hang out. So I'm like, oh no, his friends really like me. Now, this is weird considering what I am going to get to. Okay? Sharp. So we date for like a couple of months. So we've known each other before dating for 2 months, and then we were together now for like about 4 to 5 months. So I've known him for about 7-ish months. Sharp. Now, on the 8th month of us knowing each other, which is like the 6th month of dating, something really weird happens, right? So I've been to his place a couple of times, though I've never really spent time at his place. It's normally Landabana, come, let's quickly let's go to my place. He grabs a jacket and then we leave, or he grabs something and we leave. We never spend time at his place, so I never saw who else was around. He had a 1-bedroom, and whenever we were there, it's always a completely, yeah, bo. So and yeah, so which made me believe this man lives alone, and he has never, like I said, when he was asked by my friend Ukuba, who do you live with? He said, I plead the 5th, right? And when I went to his place, the place was dark, the lights were off, which made me to believe that this guy lives alone. Sharp. So, and we don't spend much of our time at his place. We spend a lot of our time at my place. Literally, we have a routine that after gym, he goes to his place, he showers, I shower, and then he comes back, I cook supper, and we chill. He leaves around 11 or 12. Now, even with groceries, guys, this guy was even helping me out with groceries. He would give me money, say, buy groceries, because he was eating supper here every single night. Sharp. So, this one time, he says to me, I am moving. I am changing units. I am not moving out of the building. I am changing units. I'm moving into a 2-bedroom apartment in my floor. So he's still going to be on the same floor, but in a bigger unit. Yeah, bro? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I don't ask Ukuba why. I'm like, oh, okay, not a problem. And then I ask him, do you want assistance? Do you want someone who's going to help you move? He's like, no, bakhona bafana amajita angaqala balapha ngaphandle agadi imoto. They're going to be helping me move my stuff. Now, he's moving during the day while I am at work. Dimbuza, what's your unit number? He says, I want it to be a surprise. I'm gonna come through and take you to my new unit when you come back from work. I'm like, sharp. So he's updating me as, oh, now we're moving, da 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 da. He's showing me the things. Yeah, I'm packing, da 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 da. So he's showing me the entire process. Now, around 4, I'm like, I'm about to leave the office now, da 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 da. I send him a message, no response. Yeah, well? And I'm like, oh, okay. Because one thing about him, he responded literally immediately when I texted him. So I get home, I'm like, I just got home. Are you done moving? No response. And then I'm like, hey, are you fine? Is everything okay? No response. I knock, I open the door opens, and the unit is empty. Now I don't know his new unit. Yeah, bro. I don't know his new unit number. I don't know where to look for him. I'm not going to act crazy and start knocking on all of these doors. I'm like, wait, he'll text me when he wants to. I'm going to go home, prepare for the gym. Maybe I'll see him at the gym. Nyan, preparation can get Jimini, nowhere to be found, this guy. And when I'm at the gym, I'm like, maybe he's going to walk in anytime now. Nothing. I check my phone, no text, no call, nothing. The entire night, I am worried as fuck. Hey, but what's going on? Is he fine? Is he okay? Did something happen to him? I move from that to now thinking, did I do something wrong? Is there anything wrong with me? Am I the problem? What did I do? You understand? So now I'm starting to like question myself as well. Hey, what's going on? Now this guy is not responding to my texts. He's not even reading my texts. I have my last scene off. I have my online tonton off. So I can't see if someone is online. I can't see when last were they online. And so I don't know if he's online and he's just ignoring me. I don't know. So I'm texting him, like, I'm sure I sent him over 20 texts, like, babe, are you fine? Are you okay? Is everything, like, did I do anything wrong? Did I offend you? What's going on? Yeah, but I'm asking those questions, nothing. I sleep with a very, very heavy heart. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, you know what? Man, decide about grand. Today, I'm going to work. I am not going to text him. I am not going to check up on him. If anything happened to his phone, maybe he lost his phone. He knows where I live. He's going to knock, and when I'm at home, and he's just going to come through and knock and tell me what's wrong. Yabo? Sharp, ngabi konto. Now I go to work. When I'm at work, I get a text. The text says, hello. I say hi. And then I get a picture of him. And then I'm like, oh, hey, babe, is this your new number? This person says, ku babe wakho lo. Hi, who's this? Atumtu, no, I asked the question, gumntu wakho lo. Yeah, who's this? Ndi fiance yakhe. Fiance? Hi, bo. What do you mean fiance? Lomfana doesn't have a fiance, he's dating me. What are you talking about? Diti, hi man, upi usmanga. Ati, you are talking to me now, unombulelo. Di unombulelo, di fiance yake. Please stay away from Usmanga. What are you doing? Because Usmanga said to me, you wrong number. That's why he wasn't responding to texts zakho. Ubusiphazamisa apha, or you were texting and Usmanga wasn't even responding to you because I don't know. But Usmanga claims ukuba I might have gotten the wrong number. Yabo? So komba, and understand it, please call me. Yabo? And for the lo sis. I phone at hello. Titi hi. Ati mamela man, I think you've got the wrong number because I saw you were texting indoda yami izolo and in number yakho ndifune phone yakhe because your number wasn't saved or whatever. Like my number wasn't saved, so when she opened our chats, she saw that, like, so what happened ingati Usmanga clear chats, right? Usmanga clear chats, So the message where I was like, hey, are you fine? Hey, is everything wrong? What's going on? Are you okay? Ingati, those are new messages from an unknown number, which is a number that he doesn't have saved on his phone. So ingati ngoku, I am someone who has the wrong number. So that's what Smanga tells this lady, Kuba. No, this person must have saved a number yomtu wrong, and that number is now coming to me. Yeah, but I'm like, no man, wait. Are you talking about Usmanga, Lamfana that you sent me a picture with for? Because that guy is the guy I'm dating. So when you say you are his fiance and he's saying I have the wrong number, it makes no sense because I am referring to him by name. If I had the wrong number, I'd be calling out the wrong name. So make it make sense. Yeah, well, now I'm confused. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. She says, listen here. You've got the wrong number, leave him alone. And in my head, I'm like thinking, is this some sick prank? Is this a prank? Titi, hi mani, please get Smanga to call me because I don't understand what's going on. I told her, Sisi, Haibo, Uvanjani. I said to him, I said to you, I am his fiance. She sends me pictures of him and her at their engagement party. And then she shows me, Bana, this was that. This is my engagement party from 6 months ago. And I'm like, I've known Smanga for 8 months. And we've been dating for like 6 to 7 months. So I've known you for like 8 to 9 months. So what are you talking about? That you were engaged, your engagement party was 6 months ago? Make it make sense. So now I'm trying to piece in everything to me now is like, Okumana, when you're like, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. This has to be somewhat of a joke. Because how is this guy engaged when he's with me every single day? He eats supper here every day. He's with me Mondays to Sundays. And you're telling me that you live with him, you are his fiance, and you've been engaged for the past 6 months. His friends from work didn't even have a reaction when he said, this is my boyfriend. There was, so what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? So I'm asking questions and Ugel is just, and I'm just being met with resistance. Ugel's like, Puti, stay away from my man. Yeah, but every time I'm like, please, like, make me understand, pause and understand. Listen here. I live in your building, right? Smang and I live in the same building. This is my unit number. I am going to be home at a particular time. Dikela uze naye phakume flatting because I've asked her for their unit number because they live together. I've asked her for their unit number because I'm gonna come through and we can sort this out. She said no. So you come to mine then. Let's put the cards on the table and let's just clear everything out. You understand? Let's talk about it, clear everything out, and yeah. So Atukel cool. I get home and I'm like, I'm not gonna go to the gym. And Ukel has already blocked me. I've texted Smanga when I was at work and there was no, like literally one tick. I'm like, did this guy block me? Usmanga didn't have a profile picture for the longest time. Ever since he took my number, he didn't have a profile picture. So I'm like, did he now block me? So, okay. Oh, okay, I guess he blocked me. So, I get home, I'm chilling at home and then there's a knock at the door. And I'm thinking, it's Manga and the fiance. Nyan, I open the door. Lo and behold, it's really them. I'm like, come in, get to us again. I want you to tell him what you're telling me on the phone. Did you? Sissy, you are going about this the wrong way. You are saying it's as though now I came to you and I'm saying, like, let's just say, Smanga, what's going on? Because this lady is telling me that when I are engaged, yet you and I are a thing. I don't know you. You must be very delusional. Like, he was so shocked when what? Me? Ujola nam wena. Did yeah, what are you talking about? It's like, mna. Did you, Aibo, Smanga. It's like, bro, you must have gotten me mixed up with someone. Now, Usmanga and I have no pictures together. No pictures together. The only picture we have, the only picture where we both are in the picture is a picture from the gym. You know those mirror selfies I would take and post on my stories on Instagram. So it's a mirror selfie. Smanga is like there behind me, but he's not focusing on the picture. He's doing what he was doing, but he is appearing in the picture. And I can't use that as evidence. Yokuba, I know him. I'm showing this lady, but look at the conversations that him and I have had. Look at the number. This is his number. These are conversations and messages from him. So when he says he doesn't know me, and understand, okay, naye enzi ngathi sana akayiva le ndithetha bana but you are being delulu. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? So now I'm like, you know what? Let me not make a fool of myself by trying to convince this lady that Usmanga knows me. Because he's clearly denying me ukuba he knows anything. And umile up. And Ugel is not interrogating him. You are lying, Usmanga. Instead, she's saying, I'm the one who's lying. Yet the evidence is all here. Nazi chats, Nazi messages. The number is your man's number. So what do you mean I'm lying? But Liti, you know what? It's okay. Because even if I can prove to you that him and I, we've been fucking for the past 6 to 7 months, you are still going to go back to him and I am going to be a villain in the story. So you know what? It's fine. I'm really sorry. I must have gotten your number mixed up with someone else. I take my L and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I am deleting this number because clearly this is not the number of someone I know. I must have gotten your number mixed up with someone else. Delete number yakhe Usmanga, and then I'm like, you can be on your way. Like guys, I stand by the door looking at him, expecting him to like look back at least to like wink ba. Yebo? And he walked what the wire chonela le. What the wire chonela le, and I'm like, guys, and I was expecting him to text me. Nothing. Him and I would bump into each other in the elevator or downstairs. He wouldn't even look at me. We would see each other at the gym. He wouldn't even look at my direction or in my direction. And I'm like, am I in the twilight zone? Have I been imagining the past 7, 8, 9 months? Like, what the fuck is going on? Because I thought this was the love of my life, but clearly here he is now acting as if he doesn't even know me. He doesn't, and I'm like, bro, you've been inside me for the long, like, Aibo. Yet now here you are saying you don't even know me. Yaphela kanjalo into yami noSmanga sana. Hey, Dati, you know what? From here onwards, bafuna abafana because bayafana, bafuni abafana sana. And Usmanga, guys, he never, ever contacted me. He never spoke to me. Like, we would see each other, but he never spoke to me. I even texted UXOXO. But you know what, mandiyeke guys, no ndim ndiyafoster. Mandiyeke because now I'm starting to look delusional and desperate. Ndayeka guys, yaphela kanjalo into yami no rapeleng. But this is the story of how he denied me, the same way Judas denied Jesus. And I was like, you know what? You and I, we relate. Same person, same WhatsApp group, Kesana. And yeah. So, if you enjoyed this video, as traumatic and triggering as it was, please give this video a huge thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, share the video. Super thanks me do the most. And yeah, man, let's kick it down below in the comment section. Leave whatever comment that you want to leave. Ask me any questions. Let's just dissect this. Maybe let's psychoanalyze him. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.